2024 Prospect, Demonstrate, and Grow. Thank you for joining us today, and thank you for giving us an hour and a half to connect, to learn, to celebrate. It's great to see your names in the chat. Good friends, good memories. Welcome consultants, welcome leaders, senior team leaders, executive team leaders, and regionals. Please, as Cynthia mentioned, please participate in the chat. We would like to see your comments, your questions, your suggestions. And now join me welcoming first Cynthia. You know her. It's Cynthia Lozano, the business developer coordinator.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Cesar Gomez, the VP of Sales.
Hi, everyone. I miss you a lot. Thank you for staying here.
And Jack Murahi, our CEO, the CEO of the company, the CEO of Just America.
Hello, everybody. It's good seeing you virtually. Like Juan said, many people I know, many past and fun memories. So it's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Great. Thank you very much. And now, okay, let's get started. Okay, Connect 2024 National Conference. Let's begin with the agenda. First, the welcome. Then we will continue with the focus of 2024, or what we defined at our kickoff. Recognition for the wellness ambassadors, recognition for the annual best performers, a message from Jack. Then we will go to work system, prospect, demonstrate, and grow, and why we called the conference as it is, a product launch, journey to the origin, or the trip that we are going to go to Switzerland, and then we will finish with the promotions. So for the focus of 2024, we defined that we would like to implement a simple and duplicable work system for an agile and modern business with focus on prospecting. And the simple and duplicable work system is something that we've been working for the last years, because we know that you have the passion, you have the knowledge, you are inspired, but we need to define a work system to be successful. So why a simple and a duplicable work system in an agile business? The new consultants want to learn and make money quickly, and you know that. So to be we need them to be successful quickly, and we need to, for the consultants that they bring, they need to be successful also. And this facilitates the sponsoring of new, productive, part-time consultants from different generations. And that's another thing that we are aiming to get new generations in the business. Why prospecting? Well, we need to reach to new people all the time with a process and a concrete objective. And a lot of this conference is going to be centered around this. But as I mentioned, nothing of this works if we don't put the passion, the motivation, the drive to change, the consistency, the willingness to provide well-being and to change lives. So let's go very quickly with what we call the healthy habits. Healthy habits, first, what we mentioned before, success is a mix of motivation and method. We are going to talk a lot about method today. Something that we mentioned before, simple, duplicable business, and for everyone. We are not going to go for a specific target of people. We don't know who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. So this should be a business for everyone. Higher sales, one person to many people. And we are going to talk about this in the future. Productive sponsoring. We know that sponsoring by itself doesn't work. We need for the person to enter in the company to be successful and to be productive. Not always selling to the same customers, meeting new people all the time, and that is one of the key points that we are going to touch in the national conference. experiential training and leadership by example, build loyalty to the end customer, social networks and digital tools to connect more people, and more profitable business for the consultant and leader. So with this, we are going to, please join me in welcoming Cesar for the next part.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you. I'm happy for stay here with you, ladies. And this is an honor for stay here and to present the next session. The consistency plan for 2024 is sells more than $1,000 every month. I want to express congratulations for dedication, effort, and consistency. Let's recognize those who the constant wellness ambassador who qualify each month of this year. They start on peace on 2024, January to July. Let's to know this ambassador. Thank you so much, everyone. And continuing with the presentation, because we have annual recognition, August 2023, July 2024. It's an honor for me to talking about this annual recognition. We are going to recognize those who, with their effort to bring well-being to their communities, have managed to be among the best in the nation. Today, we will recognize two categories, impersonal sales and team sales. Let's find out who they are. In top 5, personal sales. All earners receive gift from Pandora. From 2nd to 5th place, beautiful set of elegant pearl necklace and earrings. First place, beautiful set and elegant pearl necklace and earrings and silver bracelet. Personal sales. And 5th place, Ana Perez from California with $21,560. And the 2nd place, Catalina Pedraza de Texas with $33,550. And the 3rd place, Mari Carmen Armenta from Texas, $39,195. And the 2nd place, Gabriela Vargas from Florida, $50,267. And the 1st place, Claudia Pureco de la Florida, with $50,932. Congratulations. in the top 5 team sales. From 2nd to 5th place, elegant rose gold earrings and bracelet. 1st place, a set of elegant earrings and necklace with a beautiful bracelet all in rose gold. Team sales, the 5th place, Donna Van Gutten, New Hampshire, $92,027. And the 4th place, Ana Perez from California with $130,781. In the 3rd place, Catalina Pedraza from Texas, $146,489. In the 2nd place, Claudia Pureco from Florida, $161,825. And the 1st place, Gabriela Vargas from Florida, $231,843. Congratulations. Thank you, you all earners. Continue with Juan.
Thank you very much, Cesar. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to present Jack. So join me in welcoming Jack to the National Conference for his speech.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you, everybody. Let me get my AirPods on so you can hear me better. That should hopefully be a little bit better than before. Okay. If we look at the world, if we kind of take a perspective from what we're seeing around the world, in the last 10 years, I would argue that the world has changed more than in the previous probably 30 years or so. And not only has it changed more, but actually the pace of change is getting faster. As in the last 3 years were more change than the previous 3 years. So all you hear is change, 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 change. And it's actually true. 10 years ago, Amazon was a mid-sized company. 10 years ago, TikTok didn't exist. Tesla was the name of a scientist. And artificial intelligence was something that we heard out of fiction books and futuristic movies. So that's the pace at which we're going. And actually, some people, I have 3 kids in college as we speak, so I'm paying for 3 tuitions. And I'm hearing people saying that everything our kids are studying in college today will be completely useless in the future, which is not, the best feeling when you're paying for 3 tuitions. I heard this song the other day. The song was produced and sang by an artist who is now dead. So they did that with some sort of technology with his voice and style and whatever. And, some people, when predictors of the future, said that in not much more time, you will be calling, customer care or whatever, American Airlines, and you won't be able to tell if you're talking to a human or some kind of AI agent. So, when you read some of these things that we're reading about the future, at times, it can create some sort of anxiety, because a lot of the future that they're predicting is kind of ominous, So how does all of this futurology, a lot of which is kind of cold and scary, how does that relate to our business? And, in the middle of the night, we might have some tough questions, will direct sales exist in the future as in what we know how to do? Will our customers be interested in speaking to us in the future? In the middle of the night, when you're hit by insomnia at 4 a.m., you might actually, ask yourself a really tough question, which is, how does youth fit and how do I fit in this world of change, 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 change? Let's take a breather here. Let's pause and think for a minute. And if you will allow me, what I would like to do now is, instead of focusing, like everybody's focusing, on what will change, which half of which is a certainty, instead of focusing on what will change, let's talk about what will not change. Because there are lots of things that will not change, whereas others will change. So if you think of it, trusting a person who looks me in the eye and wishes me well, that doesn't change. Taking personalized advice from someone who knows much more than I do about a certain topic, and that person listens to my personal needs, that doesn't change. The pleasure of sharing stories, the pleasure of sharing experiences, that won't change. Experiential experiences, traveling, discovering new places with loved ones and sharing that experience, that won't change. And actually, in a collective fashion, the value of being surrounded with people who feel and think like me, some people call this my tribe, that won't change. So if you look at all these little examples of things that won't change, basically what we're saying is that what doesn't change in the future are the human relationships, the emotional connections between people. And today, in this world, not in the future, in this world where we're supposed to be more connected than ever, people are more eager than ever to connect, but to connect truly, to connect profoundly, to connect for real. I mean, seeing what somebody else is eating, how their pizza looks from the other side of the world, that's not a connection, that's information. People are craving for authenticity, they're craving for empathy, they're craving for real connection. So if we can grasp to this concept of the things that will not change, which are basically the relationships, then we can go to the real question that has to do with us, which is, how do these things that will not change impact the used world, what we have in common? And just going back 2.5 minutes, what did we say was not going to change? Did you pay careful attention? We said things like receiving personalized advice from someone who cares about me and who understands the topic more than I do. We said the pleasure of sharing stories, testimonials. We said the pleasure of experiential feeling, touching, feeling, smelling, breathing, being surrounded by people who think and think and feel like me. I think I started by saying the beauty of having somebody look me in the eye and wish me well. Well, isn't that more or less exactly what we do every single day and what we've been doing for probably 93 or 94 years now? So I guess that my first kind of meaningful conclusion is what people want most today is exactly what we do already, which is relationships. So in a way, we are incredibly fortunate to be in a relationship-based business. So in this era of change, what surely has a good potential in future is used, because we do well-being through relationships. So we are, I believe, in a privileged position in this coming world of uncertainty, because we don't sell essential oils in and of themselves. We sell a personalized experience between people, and people like us, we're like a little tribe of people connected by products, by people, by shared beliefs. There's a lot more in common here than just a transaction behind a product. So our goal, our northern light, is building human relationships, because that's what makes us different to all the other retailers out there. So that, to me, is kind of the biggest message I want to convey to you today. And it has to do that we build human relationships. That's what we do. And that's something necessary today more than ever. But beware, be careful here, because although it's true that we are in an activity that is most needed today by society, that is true as long as we do the business cultivating human relationships, connecting at a human level. Because if we're not doing that, then we're not taking advantage of our biggest strength. So my first question to everybody in the audience today, and I'm going to give you 20 seconds or 50 seconds to reflect, is the way you are running your business today in the last 30 days, is the way you've run your business in the last 30 days, prioritizing building relationships? Give that a little thought. And if the answer is no, or not really, or kinda, which means no, but in a mild way, then we're not taking advantage of our biggest strength. Because let me ask you, simple questions of our everyday life. Is sending a flyer with a promotion via text message to my neighbors, is that building relationships? I don't think so. It's informing at best. Is calling, my best customers on the last day of the month, 3 hours before close, and asking, do you need any used products? I'm placing an order right now. Is that building relationships? I don't think so. Posting every single promotion and discount on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on whatever social media, is that nurturing relationships? Not really, unless eventually, and I'm going to speak about social media in a minute. And even with your own consultant, let me ask you this: is sending a message to your consultants on closing day, asking, do you have an order this month? Is that creating relationships? I don't think so. So how do I turn this concept of my business will thrive and do well and I will be different from everybody else if I build a relationship? How do I apply this to my day-to-day life? Because at the end of the day, what I would like from you, what I propose to you, is not agreeing to the general concepts, but actually hopefully agreeing to the general concepts, but then turning that into action that happens tomorrow morning. So what I would suggest you do is every morning in which at some point in that day, you're going to do something about your used business, you should try to give it a think and ask yourself, is what I'm going to do today, is what I'm planning to do today, building relationships, yes or no? And a significant portion of your effort should be building relationships, which doesn't mean it's 100% of your effort. Maybe it's 70%, but a significant portion should be building relationships. Because every time, you bump into a neighbor and you ask that neighbor how they're doing, and you ask about their life and you remind them what you do, that's nurturing a relationship. Every time, you call a customer and you say, I remember last winter your kids were sick and we discussed that. I want to make sure that I'm around this year. Maybe you can do something preventive before the winter starts. That's building a relationship. If somebody's standing, in the school pickup line, and someone says, I have a headache or whatever, and you pull out your herbal oil, and you apply it to them, and you have a small chat about that, that's nurturing a relationship. Every time you put your need cards out there, wherever, at the Starbucks, at a fair, one-on-one with 100 people, every time those cards are out and people start picking them, and there's a discussion, not a discussion, there's a talk about what they're choosing and why, you are nurturing a relationship. When you call a customer for their birthday just to wish them a happy birthday, you're nurturing a relationship. Every time you do a party, and parties sometimes can be in person, 5 people in a living room or wherever, can be virtual, on FaceTime, on Facebook, doesn't matter. Every time there's a group of people and you're demonstrating the products and you're hearing them and they're sharing their stories, you're nurturing relationships. Bunch of mothers, kids in soccer class, mothers are bored on the side of the court, and you arrive there and you put your samples out and you show them the product, you have a nice discussion, you're building relationships. Every time a customer says, I'd love to buy this hand cream, but it doesn't fit my budget at present. Then you say, don't worry, I'll get you free hand cream, introduce me to your friends, I'll come by the office and let me show them the products, and that will get you your skincare cream for free. You're not only nurturing that relationship because you're telling your customer, I'm going to help you get this for free, but you're also beginning future relationships with her friends. So every single time you do something about the business, that's the train of thought. Am I building relationships or not? And at this point, I want to go back to social media for a minute. Because you could get the impression that what I'm saying is, because the only way to build relationships is, face-to-face or virtually with other people, is Jacques implying that, posting a promotion on social media is wrong, is a mistake, or sending a customer, text message with a promotion, is that wrong? Is it a mistake? Of course, it's not wrong. All I'm saying is this shouldn't be the main part of your activity. Social networks are fantastic. God bless social networks and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok for arriving in our business. But they're, in my understanding or in my belief, a fantastic tool to reach to new people, meet new people, and through being interesting in my profile, people will engage in a conversation with me that will begin a relationship. So the whole point of social media in direct selling is posting content that is interesting enough for people to ask me something or to contact me. Then the social network becomes a way of prospecting people, but it's only really valid if it turns into a conversation at some point. That's my point. And you could say the same thing about our websites. Where is the relationship exactly when somebody places an order on my website? So is none? Well, then probably it's wrong to sell my website. No, I'm not saying that at all. I think it's great to sell a website. But my point is, probably most of the people buying on your personal website, I'm not saying every one of them, but most of them are customers of yours who were scrolling in bed at 10 p.m. and they went, oh, I ran out of Eucosol, I need a Eucosol. They'll go on your website and purchase a Eucosol and hopefully something else, which means that that purchase is the result of a previous properly nurtured relationship. That will be most. So, of course, we want to use the new tools, social media and websites, etc., and posting. But at the end of the day, those are ways to reach new people, to create a human connection that will be lasting. That's the real use of them. And of course, that connection can be in person. That connection can be virtual. But a relationship must be built. That's my point. So we started with changes in the world. Then we went to things that we know will not change. Then we went into how does that affect my business? Then we went into kind of the conceptual impact on youth, and then the practical activities and practices that we can do that work better and don't work as well. So now that we are at this kind of very practical point, what can I do tomorrow morning to improve my business if I agree with this train of thought? And let's remember, it's August 13th. This is the part of the year that kicks off the best semester of the year. August, September, October, November, and all the way to Christmas is all the way up. So the context cannot be better. My urge to you is do what you need to do to take advantage of our business and that good context to make the second half of the year great. So a little self-reflection. If you believe you're doing your business in a way that truly builds, develops, and nurtures relationships, and you're doing well and you're growing, then this is the part where I'm going to say, congratulations, go grab a cup of coffee or whatever, and I'll see you in Switzerland next year, and it's going to be a bunch of fun. Oppositely, if you are in the camp of people who say, yeah, I kind of try to, but I don't really do it, and yeah, I'm doing okay, but I'm not doing great, then pay attention. Because to change in the direction of building relationships, I have 3 tips, which, as always, you can take or not, but they're well researched. So tip number 1 is called change small but consistent habits. Small but consistent habits. And the thinking here is, if one tries to make a huge habit change as an adult, not as a kid, as an adult, it's most likely gonna fail. Because as adults, we're not well suited to make huge changes. If I weigh 300 pounds and I say, no, I'm gonna go down to 180 pounds, so tomorrow morning I'm gonna diet and I'm gonna exercise 6 times a week. 3 times a week it's gonna be strength training, the other 3 times it's gonna be aerobic, and I'm gonna change the whole purchase of what I do at the supermarket. Chances are you're gonna fail, and chances are you're gonna end up frustrated, because the level of challenge it takes to do all of that in one go is almost impossible. And frustration is going to ensue, which is even worse. So what we want to do is a small change, a change that probably on day 1 is going to be barely noticeable. On day 7 is going to be barely noticeable. Maybe at the end of the month will be barely noticeable, but over time, I will start to see change. Speaking of weight loss, when I sorry, somebody was ringing the bell here. Okay, déjela ahí. Sorry for that. So a friend of mine, I didn't see him for a full year. At the end of at the next year I saw him, he had lost weight. I mean, I'm not saying he was half the size, but he had lost weight. And I said, what did you do? And I thought the answer was going to be, I changed my diet, I exercised, I did this, I did that. And he said, you know what I did? He said, every single night before going to bed, since I can remember, I would have 1 piece of toast with Nutella every single night of my life. And I just stopped doing that a year ago. And I said, wow. And I said, did you also exercise more? No. Did you eat less the rest of the time? No. Did you change what you were eating? No. He said, the only change I made was I stopped eating that piece of toast with Nutella at 10 p.m. before going to bed. And I said, when did you lose the weight? He said, I don't really know. It was over time, which is exactly my point. So if you want to go in the direction of making change towards building more relationships, then you have to decide what that small change is going to be. You have to declare it, write it down on a piece of paper, tell it to my leader, put it in my calendar, make it precise, associate it to a certain time of day. I'm going to do, I don't know, 2 calls a day, every single day to my customers, and it's going to be before my lunch break finishes. It's got to be precise. And if it's precise and little, and you do it every single day, by the 3rd month, then you'll see the result. So that's change, small but consistent habits. The second tip is called habits versus goals. Habits versus goals. And goals. Typically what we do is we start looking back and see our past successes. In the past I did this and that. And the truth is, it doesn't really matter what you did in the past, because the only thing that matters is what you do looking forward. And looking forward, focusing only on the goal doesn't really work. Because if it's only a goal, when I make it to the point of that goal, it's either success or failure. If it's failure, it's frustration. If it's success, it's happiness, it's a rush, it's great. But the next day, if I didn't build the habits to make that solid, then I'm back where I was. And eventually, it's like a short-term drug or something. It's very short-term. Oppositely, if you focus on daily habits, daily healthy habits, there's a good chance you will end up reaching the goal on the time you had planned, or maybe it takes a month more, but you will reach that goal. But you were not focused on the goal, you were focused on the daily habit. And if you make this habit something normal, you will probably reach that first goal, and that first goal will be almost like a train station preparing you for the next goal. And the transition from goal number 1 to goal number 2 is not going to be a transition, it's going to be a path. It's going to be natural. And that's how sustainable growth really happens. If you want to go from consultant to executive team leader, it's not by killing yourself to make your team leader qualifications at the end of this month, and then the next morning is, where do I start now? No, it's going to be building the right habits that make you a leader, and eventually make you a senior team leader, and eventually make you an executive team leader, because you're doing the right things. So that's tip number 2, habits versus goals. Tip number 3 has to do with yourself, your identity. If you're a consultant, the goal is not to become a leader. It's to feel like a leader today, act like a leader, and I will become a leader because I'm acting the way a leader is, and hence I will end up, through the habits, achieving the goal. If you're an executive, the goal is not to become a director. The goal is to consistently do the things you need to do to become what you want to be. Feel like that. And the rest is time. Time will do its work if you have the right habits. So those are my kind of 3 tips if you want to change in the direction of building relationships. Change that has to be small but consistent. Habits, focusing on habits versus goals. And finally, identity, feeling and acting like what you want to achieve. So, arguably, you could say, okay, this sounds all very interesting. How do you know this works? Well, I will tell you how I know this works. Because if you look at the story of Swiss Youth of the last 4 or 5 years, we were doing well. The pandemic came around. During the pandemic, we did incredibly well. After the pandemic, we did incredibly poorly. Then we went stable, and now we started growing again. And I observe everywhere now who's doing well and who isn't. And of course, if you look at the recovery we're having across the continent, you have some countries that do better than others, some downlines that do better than others, some leaders that do better than others, which is normal. And if you ask me, what do the people who are growing, what are they doing? What do they have in common? Well, those are the people who are doing the business outside their home, building relationships, pushing hard, with effort. It takes effort to do well. And this is the interesting part. As a result of doing the right things, they end up bringing new people into the business because what they do is contagious. When you do the things you do right, people will be attracted to you, and that new sponsor will do the things with the right habits. And if that new sponsor does the business, runs her business, building relationships in the way you train her, chances are she's going to do well, and hence she's going to be happy. And if she's happy, then she's going to attract other people. And the other people that come in are probably going to do the same thing she does because it's contagious. And that new person is going to learn by imitation and bring the next person who's going to learn by imitation. And so growth happens by duplication. How many times have you heard that this business grows through duplication? This has been the holy grail forever because that hasn't changed either. In direct sales, you grow by duplication. That's why we insist on, it's not just about sponsoring, it's sponsoring people into the right habits, the right practices. So at its core, everything I'm proposing is bringing what we did forever, our roots into the current era. So what will happen? What do I think will happen? If you do this, if you adopt these proper practices and end up sponsoring people because of this, and it's built on relationships, I'm a big believer that if one truly understands that our strength is that we do well-being by building relationships. If one understands that my main effort has to be connecting with people, and connecting is back and forth. If one understands that to grow, you have to do things right, but it's essential to attract people and duplicate new habits, I'm convinced that we will feel that we grow with less effort, that we grow and do our business in a more natural flow, from kind of putting out fires at the end of the month to surfing the wave. And I think we will, in doing this, feel peace of mind and certainty in this world of change. And instead of each goal, each month or making a Switzerland trip, or each goal feeling like an obstacle course until I reach the goal, it should feel like a natural and solid path where each goal is a station towards the next one, and eventually I make it to the next one. And this virtuous circle starts with me, and I spread it to those I attract. That's kind of the path. So to close, or in the fashion of a short recap, I believe that change is coming, and nobody's going to stop change. And I think there's a lot of change that's great, and a lot of the change simplifies our lives. However, I believe that what doesn't change, what will not change, is much more important than what will change. And fortunately, really fortunately, our roots, our essence, lies in what people crave for today, which is relationships built on personal connections. So I think we are fortunate. I think we should celebrate that we're in an activity that is naturally based on this. And let's make sure that all of us run our business in a way that is faithful to what we bring to the table, which is this. And this is basically a modern version of what we've done forever. So in this fast-paced or uncertain world, returning to our essence is going to bring us growth and certainty. Day after day, week after week, month after month, with the proper habits. Because if we consistently do the right thing, we will reach the goals by doing the right things. And checks will go up. More people will go to Switzerland next year. We'll be able to take good care of our families and give our families things that will make them happy and us happy in doing it. We will fulfill ourselves and be proud of who we are. And the most beautiful thing, at least to me, is that in this process of well-being, we will change the lives of many people. And helping change the life of other people for good is truly, truly worth it, I think. Thank you very much. That's my 2 cents in the world of change in the youth business.
Thank you very much, Jack. Many things to think. And continue with the presentation, continue with the conference, we will go to a point that is related to what you were mentioning, that is prospecting. And prospecting, they say that is one of the most important skills in direct selling and in any business, because your warm market runs very quickly. So prospecting, before showing the model that we created, before showing the process, we will talk a little bit about it. And first of all, we suggest that in prospecting, you need to work in blocks of work. So you need to define how many hours are you going to work in the day or in the week, but define and stick to those hours that you define. So when you define the hours, you need to put the right activities, the right actions. And when you put the right actions or the activities, you need to be focused without wasting time. That's why we've been talking for years now about your agenda is your boss. So the weekly planning. The key question here is, how much time are you going to give to your business? So when we see, and talking to leaders or talking to consultants, that your sales are zero in, and the month they finish in, okay, how much time I'm going to pay to put to the business? We suggest at least put 2 hours per week. So put Tuesdays 7 to 8, or you define your hours, but you need to be clear to work those blocks of work. We are going to present 5 and only 5 actions that generate income. And those actions, those are the actions that generate income. If you put time to other actions, it's a waste of time if they don't lead to those generating income. Another thing that is important in the model is that it applies to product and opportunity. Yeah, but you can follow the prospecting for product or for opportunity. It also applies to in-person and virtual. And you mentioned, and Jack mentioned about the differences and the advantages and disadvantages of each. But the prospecting model, the prospecting funnel applies to both of them. Another thing that applies is the active and passive, or the difference between attract and go and seek. So attract people to the personal website, to the social media, to trade shows, or go and find. Yeah? The other thing that we mentioned, and it's one of the healthy habits, it's motivation plus method. This is not quick. You put months to create your prospecting funnel, but when you don't receive the result, when you don't get the results, you need to go and look, what did I do 2 months ago. Another thing, many people going through the right processes. And this only works if you have many people going through the right process. If you have a lot of people, but not going to the right process, this is not going to give results. If you have few people, obviously you will not get the results that you want. And lastly, always think what is best for the person. How can I help them? So it's basically our essence, what we are here for. So prospecting funnel, we define it as sales, and each of the different stages, it has clear outcomes to move to the next stage. So the first one is search for new people. Yeah. Second, ask to join a presentation. If you succeed, lead the presentation. If you succeed, engage by selling or sponsoring. And at the end, the S is for support customers and new consultants. The important thing here is that every week you need to define your goals and check the results. So, for example, I'm going to meet 10 new people next week. Yeah? And this begins the funnel. At the end of the week, you say, okay, which were the results? Because when I see that in the results, I didn't sell or I didn't sponsor, I need to go and see up. I need to go and see my sales. Did I search for new people? Did I meet new people? Did I ask them to join a presentation or a workshop or a virtual coffee? The third one is lead the presentation. Was I able to present? The fourth is, was I able to sign that person, sponsor that person, or sell the product? And the last one is the support. Yeah. So now welcome back, Cesar, to the conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. What's going on with everyone? All good? Let's talk about this method, because this method will help us achieve better results. But what do you mean? What do you mean is the S? You know what is the S? Spectacular? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in the chat, what do you mean S? Hey, you stay with us? Let's talk about the S. The S is search for new people. Let me check on the chat if you stay with me. Yes, that's the kind of search. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, look in this in the screen. You see this picture. This picture is because sometimes when we search for new people, we scary. Many times we have that view or somebody, not always, but somebody, and that we don't want to live on our comfort zone, right? But in reality, we have many groups of different communities, and we can reach many places because you know the people. If you write in and search on Google, this is what you will as a result. For example, sign up for a dance class or cooking class. Another place to meet new people is getting to know your neighbors. Sometimes you don't have idea with your neighbors. Organize a party and invite friends or friends. Join an organization that shares your interest. Volunteer for a cause. Walk your pet. Study some new, like a violin or like a guitar or whatever. But anywhere, search new people. What do you mean that imagine? This imagine reflects your world use. The world we have knowing the products, and reminds us that we can know what we know. The world be sharing our the products we know. So this one easy example. What do you have in your personal bag right now? What products you have? Please let me know in the chat. but it's very easy. That world you need to share with these new people. The product and opportunity in two ways. One is in person and another is in virtual. In person, face-to-face conversation. Connect with people you already know. For example, like I say in few moments, friends, relatives, neighbors, co-workers, clubs, activity, church. Establish new connection in the community with association and course. Use care, talk about use care and few. And use the products and have them on hand. This is important for what do you have in your purse and in your personal purse. And always have samples. And, comment positive comments when the new people. But in virtual, you have a two ways, passive and active. Passive is reels, posts, or live. It's like you going in the lake and you go to the reels and put a hook, and this is a passive. But that way you need to Linktree prepare it. But in active, you need to search specific people, like a mother with children's, mother woman's, poor woman's, or whatever need you think is about. That is active virtual people, and then you continue to connect with them, and I would like to share another tips. But the idle process is in person, is empathy, active listening, complaint, positive comment, show interest, and know their needs. But you know about it, but we need to make it a process because we stayed in the S of the search and new people. And the virtual on social media is fine. You can go to the share some specific picture, a specific moment, or the video you have a reel, but do you have a them of the people you can see is have the same interest of you? You need to connect with them, about follow them, comment on some of their posts, and DM them with genius comments. For example, like hi Claire, I just saw you post in the mom groups, and I saw that you went to live in Ohio. Is that right? This is a one example. You can use whatever example you can in the situation. And another example is, hi Kim, I really like your wellness post. Tell me what exactly you do. This is another specific comment when you stay connection on virtual. Continuing with the S is why should we share use world in 2024? Customer behavior today has changes. The expert mentioned 12 times you have to reach prospect to get them to buy a product from you. When you go in to use these tips with at the beginning of this method to search, it's just not just one touch, one reach with them. Is you need to continue to do it, different things to connect with them, and you have to reach the customer 8 times to make a second purchase. But this is the happen because right now everyone have a lot of connection, a lot of information, and TV and phones, and a lot of they have a lot of information in their mind. This is the reason for you need to touch or reach with them. And then use care. This use care program is for certain new people. If you don't have idea with this program, this program is for you. Meet the new people, because use care is make a pamper for volunteers of an association that helps in your community. If you involvement with the community in your area, please, this is a moment, because we can send you samples or products to do it friendly relation, like a pamper. By the way, we have a letter to explain what they can do or what is our company is, and make this pamper for volunteers. But if you want, please, if you want more information, please contact to me, send me an email or send me a text, and we have to time. We're already thinking we can do it to make connect more people and make it happen to meet new people with Youth Care program. So thank you so much. She's continuing with Cynthia.
Thank you, Cesar. Okay, so now having everything that Cesar has shared with us in mind, I want to talk to you about all of those tools that we have to search for new people. So I'm going to start talking, we're going to be talking about how to know your product. So we have the initial kit, product manual, needs card, opportunity video. We have the Doing Good is Good for Us video manifest. We have tools to connect with each other on social media, such as posting calendar. We have stories, we have product pictures and videos, and we also have our prospecting profiles. So right now, maybe you're thinking where you can find all of this information. So our information for our initial kit, we're going to find it on our app. We're going to log into resources. We're going to go to our new consultant file. We're going to click on the Welcome Business Kit materials, and we're going to search for our Get to Know Your Business Kit products. For our product manual, we're going to follow the same steps as we did for our initial kit. And this time, we're going to be searching for our product manual for consultants. Our needs cards are located on resources. We're going to go to virtual spa materials, and we're going to search for that file that says needs cards. In here, you're going to be able to find all of the needs cards that we have for you. For the videos, you can find the videos on Vimeo. We have our opportunity video, and we also have our Doing Good is Good for Us, which is our manifest. So you can always go into our Vimeo channel and search for these two videos. Connecting with social media. The tools that we have for connecting with social media, we have created for you this posting calendar. On this calendar, you can find all of the dates, what dates are good to post what, either reels, stories, it's a single post, a carousel. You're also going to see some break days where you can just rest from that social media, answer emails, answer DMs that you get through your social media, or you can program what other posts you're going to continue posting through the rest of the week. We also have stories. These stories are related with all of the promotions that we have monthly and weekly. So we can find these stories on resources. We're going to go to our current promotions and offers. We're going to click on monthly, weekly flash promotions. We're going to search for that file that says videos and posts. We're going to go to posts. So in here, you can find all of the documents that we have for you for your social media, for all of those stories that you want to post on either Facebook and Instagram. We also have product photos and videos. You can find them on your resources. You're going to go and click on products. And in here you have all of the products with pictures of either the product, you have pictures for ambience, and you also have the manual for each product, which tells you all of the different uses and the ingredients that the product has. Through this year, we have been working also on profiles. These profiles will help you out to search for a specific type of people. So you can find them on resources. We're going to go to our business tools and then click on profiles. Here you have your profiles, and on each carpet, you're going to see 3 different ones. The first one is the copy. The copy is for all of those static posts that you want to do on your social media. You're going to have this writing that we have prepared for you. Feel free to use it as it is, but you can also take some things out, edit it, and just like add a little bit of your essence. You also have static posts. You have 3 different ones. They're all on different sizes depending on what social media you want to use it. So you can choose the one that fits you the best. And you also have stories. You have 3 they're the same story, but they're on different formats and different lengths. So you can also use it as much as you need it and how you need it. So remember that all of these tools, you can find them on your app, and these tools have been created for you to connect with people. So you have your to get to know all of those products and tools that you have to connect with people, but also to connect through social media. So now we go back. You, Cesar.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, let's do it the next part because we already have the S. So we continue to the next one is A. Oh, the letter A is for ask to join a presentation. I know somebody say A is for Alejandro, my second name. No, it's ask to join a presentation. Okay, is the S is search new people. And the second one is ask to join a presentation. Here you have different ways to invite you, like a workshop, demonstration, or spa, or just opportunity, or virtual coffee. Remember that ways to invite to this new, the prospect. But you already need to have this way for presentation. You need to working on that. Because when if you connect with somebody, you have two options, like a workshop or demonstration. I have two different these examples to talking with them. Like for example, I really enjoy it talking with you today. We should get together with some friends this week and try some products in person. Do you prefer Tuesday or Thursday afternoon? This is an example. You can use whatever words you have, but this is going to some place or some specific demonstration. And another example is, I love running into you today. How about we organize a virtual coffee this week? I will love to chat with you. Will Thursday or Friday afternoon work better for us to meet? This is another example, but you need to use this process. You know that people and then ask to join a presentation. We continue for the next part with Cynthia.
Thank you, Cesar. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, perfect. So I want to see here in the chat who's ready for, we have really something really interesting for you. So I want to see, hold on. I think I put the wrong presentation. Just give me 1 sec. I think you see the pink screen. Yes. Perfect. So what we have for you today is we have a new product launch. So I want you to pay attention to this next video that we have for you. Let's start.
Tonight I can take the heat, baby, best believe that's the moment I shine. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me no steps. Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance.
Okay, so I want you to write on the chat what do you think about this video? Did you know that our hands are the connection with the world? we grab things, we use them to work, to socialize. We grab our face, we shake hands. Like we use them from the beginning of our day till the last minute of our day. We use our hands for everything. We use our hands to touch, work, love, grab, express, communicate, feel, explore, scratch. We use them every single second from our lives. So let's talk about the hands. So did you know that our hands they do have like this thin skin, probably is thinner than the one that we have on our face. We have few sebaceous glands, so that's why sometimes we feel them really dry and we need to hydrate them like frequently. Like we have to put more lotion on our hands than we do on our whole body. We have little adipose tissues and they're very fragile. So what do we mean we're fragile? Like sometimes we don't have like all of that like muscle, like it's not like that muscular like our arm is. So that we use them frequently. We're always watching them. Like after COVID, I think people watch their hands even more and more through the day just to take out all of that bacteria. We wash the dishes. Sometimes, do you know that it's really recommended to use gloves when washing the dishes? But sometimes we don't even use them because we're on a rush, we're in a hurry. We have to go places. We are going places. We have like this full day with all of tons of activities that we do not remember to put gloves on. The weather change also affects our hands, like going from a really cold weather to a warm weather and vice versa. Or we use them for all of our afternoon activities. Like maybe you have an activity where you use a lot your hands, which is gardening. All of that, it will like start looking on our hands. So our hands, they like demonstrate everything that we do. They talk about every activity that we do. So we have our hands can lose elasticity. Our hands can get some spot due to hyperpigmentation. Just being on the sun a lot, that will make not only our hands but also our whole skin to get spots. But because of our hands have that really thin skin, we can get more spots on our hands than the rest of our body. They can lose volume. While we're growing up, you can see how hands, they lose the volume, and we can get some wrinkles. And we also can get premature aging. So I want you to look at your hands. I want you to look at your hands and remember all of the activities that you do through the whole day. And I want you to reflect on them and just see if your hands appear the same age as you are. Do you think your hands appear the same age as you are? Or you don't? Maybe you do. Maybe you do take care of really good hands and they do. So because of that, I want to present you the new juice product that we're launching for you today. And this new product is we have our hand serum. This is our new product. It contains peony and bearberry, and I want to talk to you about a little bit of the ingredients. So this hand serum has a triple action. It's an anti-spot, anti-age, and it has protection. So about the ingredients, it has Chinese peony extract, which it works as an anti-age and anti-spot. We also have the bearberry extract, which works with the same anti-age and anti-spot, vitamin C and vitamin B3. It will provide melanin inhibition. Rapeseed oil, it will provide anti-age and hydration. Jojoba seed oil will provide hydration and protection. Almond oil will provide hydration and nutrition. And maybe right now you're wondering, so what is the efficacy of this product? So let me just share with you that we here in Use, we're always really careful on how we manage all of this tests, and we did hire an external company to test the efficacy of this product. And I want to share some numbers with you. So through this research, it was 24 participants for 4 weeks, and they said they noticed a visible lightening of their spots. 70% of them, they did notice a visible lightening of their spots. And some 95%, they observed a reduction in the numbers of the spots that they had in their hands. 87% of the participants, they noticed their skin rejuvenated. 83%, they say they will recommend this product to their friends. So let me know in the chat, will you recommend this product to your friends? Have any of you tried it? Who wants to order it as soon as possible? Let us know in the chat. So I want to share with you, while you're just writing here in the chat who's excited to try this new product, I want to share with you all the sales tools and aids that we have for you. We have our training document where here you can find all of the different tips and uses that this product has. We have a product manual. We have our catalog. We also have a wellness event guide hand spa. You can see how you can use the product and all the other ones that you can add into this spa experience for your hands. We have as well the flyer that you can use on all of your communications. And we have developed social media tools just for you. So let's go and watch. We have pictures, we have videos. We have static posts as well for you to use. And now let's see how you can get it. Let's talk about the retail price. So the retail price is $33, and we'll let you know how to use it. So I want to show you this video. It shows you how the product looks like and how to use it, because it just has something really special to it. Let's watch it. As you can see here, you have your product. You will open it up and it's sealed, but you see the cap? It opens in two. If you twist it, it opens in two. You use it to open the product, and then voila, it's ready and it's good to go. And now let me show you how you should use this product. So this is a video demonstration on how to use it. So what you want to do is just take a really small amount. You're going to put it on the back of your hands, and you're just going to start rubbing it and massaging it. Remember, this product is only for hands. It does absorb really, really, really fast. So it will help. You're not going to have your hands like sticky. If you want to grab something else, you just give it like 30 seconds and your hands are going to be dry. The product is going to be in your skin and you're going to be ready to go. We want to share a tip with you on how to use it. So it's either you can do this at night. So either you can just put your hand serum on your hands and then just put some cotton gloves and like wait for 2-3 hours or go to bed and then the next morning take those cotton gloves out. Or you can put your hand serum, and after applying your hand serum, you can use a hand cream and then put the cotton glove on, leave it for 2-3 hours or overnight, and the next day you're gonna see how soft and wonderful and all of that light that your hands are going to have. So who's ready to try this product? Just raise your hand, put a number 1 on the chat and let us know. Ooh, I see a lot of hand raises. Yay! So thank you, everyone. I really hope that you love this. Remember, we're gonna put all of the information on the app, so stay tuned. And let's continue with Juan.
Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you very much. Great presentation, great product. And I see in the chat that everybody is excited, so it's great. So many of you already earned this product because this was the product for the promotion, for the consultant promotion from the 1st to the 10th of August. So many sold $500 and earned it. So from now, let's see the promotion that begins tomorrow. The product price is $33, code 4702, and it will have a 30% discount from tomorrow until August the 31st. Yes? Great. So this will allow everybody to try it, everybody to show it to customers, to get new customers, and it will be an amazing opportunity to spread the knowledge with this product. So thank you, and back to Cynthia.
Thank you, Juan. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about, let's go with our L. Our L is lead a presentation. So how to lead a presentation in person. So first, you have to know their need. You have to search for that need that the person has, and then we have to link that to the topic to be demonstrated. For this, you have demo guides, you have all of the different manual, you have the manual of their products. You can show the products, you can show them how to use them, you share the benefits with them. You can also talk to them about different testimonials. It could be your testimonials or other clients' testimonials. Tell the product story and share samples with them. When we're doing this virtually, you will have to use either Zoom videos if you want to do it virtually, either on TikTok or Instagram, etc. There's a lot of platforms where you can connect with people virtually. You have to select the topic, you will select that topic, and you will follow that demonstration guide. You have to make a self-demonstration. You have to show them the product, how to use them. You can apply that product to yourself on the screen, make sure that they are watching it. And you can also use your needs cards. Remember that your needs cards, you have them as well on your app. You can address which products are related to that needs card and show them how to use it. Talk about specific need. Share all of the benefits and testimonies and request if they want samples. And here you can also, like what you're doing, your virtual meeting with them, what you can do is just vinculate that. And if someone wants samples, you can like ask that to an in-person demonstration. Now let's talk how to share the opportunity. So in person, you will share testimonies. Why did you join UST? How well you're doing? What are the steps that you are following? What's the system that you are following? Find out about their dreams and why would they want to join UST, or why they're perfect for the UST opportunity. Remember that you have the opportunity guide, presentations, and the career plan that you can use for all of this in-person meetings, and you can show this to them. When you're doing it virtually, we're going to call this a virtual coffee. So you can show the video of doing it good for you, or you can also use a UST opportunity that you can find them as well on your app and on Vimeo. We also have them on the YouTube channel. And then you're going to follow the same 3 points that you use in person, which is opportunity guide, presentations, and career plan. And then I want you to ask them these two questions. We're going to ask them an open question and a closed question. So the first one will be, what do you like the most about this video? We want to know what catch their eye. What are they interested in? And then you're going to ask them, are you ready to be on the team? So these are really two good questions to ask virtually. So to see how they feel with this whole presentation. And this, I want you to see all of the tools that we have for you. So here you have the demonstration business guide, we have a career plan, and we have the Just Business opportunity as well. And now we have this amazing thing for you. We have this big certification. This certification will help you to increase confidence to do all of your demonstrations, to demonstrate all of your products with a professional preparation that results in higher and personal sales. So we have a certification for every wellness event guide that we have for you. And let's just like try it out. Be ready on the chat. I want to see all of your answers on the chat, and let's see who can get this certification right if we're doing it right now, right? Let's just do like a test. So the certification guide is for the stress-free life. And I want to ask you the first question. Oh, sorry. I already gave you the first answer. Hold on, I can't see the questions right now. Okay, so how many mandatory products are needed for this topic? I already gave you like this big hint. Just write down on the chat how many products are needed for this topic. The topic is stress-free life. 6. Yes. Now, let's go for the second question. Which aroma does the guy recommended to diffuse to diffuser in the space during the wellness event? Okay, lavender. Who else? Lavender, right? And our last question, last but not least, which stress relief product will you mostly likely recommend to someone who is looking for a powerful aroma to complement to their meditation practice, balance vital energy, and restore inner peace? Okay, we have Harmony Plus. Okay, Jennifer's is Harmony Plus as well as Patty. Okay, let's see. Yes, Harmony Plus. So this is what our certifications look like, and you already have them, so you can take them. What we recommend is for you to study the wellness event guide and then take the certifications. And maybe you're thinking right now, what will you receive by doing the certifications? So you will receive a digital certificate. You will get exclusive recognition at corporate events. You might be selected to provide special training to our Just consultants. You might be selected to receive the launch products before the rest of the consultants. And that will be it for for the certificate. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me or ask Cesar. And we can't wait to see all of you taking them and just becoming experts in all of the products. We're back at you, Juan.
Great. Thank you, Cynthia. Great news, eh? Great news about the certification. Let's continue a little bit with the L of sales and 3 quick news and small news. First, there will be a price adjustment aligned with inflation in September, as we usually do every year. That is aligned to inflation. Second, we listened to the comments and suggestions that made by many of you about the market, about the competition, and we decided to try for 2 months something. We decided to try for 2 months, September and October, free shipping on orders of 150 plus the 2 months. So when you present products to customers, you already know that they will have free shipping on orders of 150 and plus. The other thing, we will move the host program to 10% in orders of 300 or more. And as you know, the free shipping is very expensive because you generally send samples or send products to your customers. So we are going to take some money from the host program and put it in shipping. Yeah. So we will try it for 2 months and we will let you know about the results. So let's continue with the prospecting funnel. And the last 2 parts are engage and support. So let's go to engage. And in engage, you also have the product and the opportunity. For the product, we are trying to do things as easy as possible to the consultant and also to the customer. So we've been working, especially during the webinars, Monday webinars, we've been working with the product link, with the set link. So if you didn't attend the Monday webinars, please do so. They are very good. They have very good value. The Cesar and Cynthia and Gabi and Angie worked very hard to prepare them, and they are good. And sometimes the other countries ask for them. So take the opportunity and attend the webinar. So send direct product set and links. Send the personal website. Send the digital catalog. Send the personal link tree. So they are all things that you can do to make the sale. So the E part is the closing. Is I sell or I sponsor. Is the moment of truth. Yeah. So another thing that we generally don't suggest, but it's easier, is play the customer order from our personal website. And another thing that we mentioned that we suggest that you can have is the link tree. So you know that the link tree are all the key links are in one place. It's easy to update and it can be shared as a short link or a QR. So check your link tree, see if it's updated and work on it, because it's a very good tool. The other thing is the social networks, and that place you can put the product and the set link. For the opportunity, send the sponsoring link from the consultant app. I'm not sure if all of you know how to do it, but you can sell the sponsoring link from your app to be a consultant, to be a preferred customer, and to be a customer. And also send the personal link. Just as an example, a quick example here, for example, for the send the direct product or the set link, you go to the menu, you click on shop, then click on promos and offers, and you go to the set or to the product that you like. And there you copy the address that you can send to your customer. So you need to be careful. You need to check that your name is in the personal website, and this generates. After this, you send it to the customer, and you forget about that. It's you don't have any problems with the credit cards or shipping addresses or everything. Okay. Sponsoring from the consultant app. You go to the consultant app. You click on sponsoring. Then it opens a page that you can check in consultant, preferred customer, or retail customer. And when you click on retail customer on consultant, you share and then you copy the link. Okay. Another thing that we launched on February, and these were the selections. The logic behind launching the selections was to help you when you sponsor somebody. When you sponsor somebody, generally that person has the favorite products. So if they can buy the initial kit and buy the products that they already like, it will be much easier for them to begin the process and to begin selling and to be successful. So here you have the 2 kits, the virtual and the spa business kit, and here you have the 3 selections: the basic skincare selection, the free breathing selection, and the aromatherapy selection. So, and all of them has a very advantageous price. So you have a retail price of, for example, for the face care selection, it's $171 as the retail price, and you can get it for $96. And it gives volume and commission. So it's exactly the same as the new consultant places the order for the initial kit, and the next order, she will buy the selection for 25% off, and it will give you volume and commission. So sales, and this is the last stage for the support. This is the last stage for the sales process for the prospecting funnel. So for product, there are all those actions that are oriented to get support to the customer or to the new consultant, and will make them will make the new consultants more successful. For product, is schedule the customer follow-up actions, broadcast list, so include the customers in the broadcast list, send valuable content, so send articles, videos, presentations, the back and forth, what Jack was mentioning about building the relation. So it's a back and forth of content, interaction on social networks, search for referrals, events with customers. Many consultants have events with customers that they meet for the year. Then for the system, you have the notification in the app 15 days after the purchase, and you have the purchase report. So the last two bullets are system oriented. For the opportunity, you have the checklist for new consultants, and to teach the business with a focus on duplication. I mentioned the Monday webinars and the weekly and monthly meetings. So for the new consultant checklist, every new consultant receives a new consultant checklist, and the sponsor is responsible for teaching how to use it. So it's important that the new consultant follows the logic of the checklist. And a point that is very important here is that in number 3, that you coordinate the business launch action plan with the sponsoring consultant. As we saw in the personal sales in the annual recognition, from the top 5, there are consultants, there are leaders that had 100% of their business online and 100% of their business that they are offline. So it's important in point 3 to define for the sponsoring consultant and the consultant to define how they are going to do their business. Yeah? So this finishes the prospecting funnel, the search for new people, ask to join a presentation, lead the presentation, engage by selling or sponsoring, or support customers and new consultants. The important thing here is every week we need to define the goals. So for example, next week I'm going to meet 10 new people, or next week I'm going to do 5 presentations. Yes, and at the end of the week I need to check the results and see what happened, and go up and see which is the stage where I'm having problems, where I have difficulties. Yeah. Okay. So now back to Cesar. Thank you.
Thank you, Juan. Almost complete, almost finished with the presentation. I only just give some reminders. Here is the Switzerland incentive trip. I hope you stay with me with that. And this is in March. We launched this incentive that we still have. There are 5 months left to finish. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it something. You can still win a prize. Are you going to let this unique opportunity slip by. What do you earn? Consultants have a 3 levels for rewards. Let me say very quickly, is 3 months of 10 exclusive training, stay in Switzerland 7 months of 10, and airfare bonus for 8 months to 10. What do you earn? Leaders have 4 levels of rewards. Exclusive training just for 3 months, stay in Switzerland 7 months, and airfare bonus with 8 months. But we already has a cash bonus for 6 months of 10. So let me show who is stayed in the path and in the pace of this incentive trip. 2 months stayed in Switzerland. They already has 5 months to complete of the end of the month. Amy Brahini is here. And 3 months stay and airfare bonus. And 4 months, this spectacular ladies is doing for 4 months. And the 5 months stay and airfares is almost complete. Jared Macedo, Gabriela Vargas, Nieves Almanzar, Reynalda, Alejandra Battistini, Clementina Gomez, Ana Gabriela Miranda, Jackie Toqueras. And then these people, these 43 people in Switzerland incentive receive this beautiful bag with different surprise. At the end of this presentation, I only give a recommendation for our president of the company talking about the habits. That specific habits start with the small habits to make difference. So we already has for you on the app on business, we already has the wallpapers to remind me now good I am. This is a 4 examples. You can go there in the app, you're looking for this wallpaper and you download the picture, and if you want to add a specific comment, you can do it, because now we are going to share these wallpapers, because you know why? Do you know that we see our screens more than 2,000 times a day? 2,000 times a day. If we are looking at phone more than 2,000 times every day, let me remind myself of a good habit that will take me to a better place than today. So this is the reason for we doing this wallpaper. You can use the quote or more better for you to remind how good I am, to great I am. So to remind me how spectacular I am. So this is a wallpaper. I hope you enjoy. Please give me the comments on chat, because this is for you. This is a continuing to start small habits, change to the path, change to the destiny. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is all for me. Continue to Juan.
Thank you very much, Cesar. And we are getting close to the finish of the conference. I'm going to remind you of the promotions that we have in August, but I'm also going to mention a new promotion. So, and the new promotion is this: sponsor and earn products and product certificates. So from August the 1st, so we thought of launching the promotion tomorrow, but we thought, okay, there are people that already sponsored new consultants, so let's include them in the promotion. So the promotion goes from the 1st to the 31st. So if you sponsor 1 or more new consultants, you get a UCASOL, and they are in travel sizes for each new consultant you sponsor at that moment. Yes, and when that new consultant reaches $500 in the first 30 days, so reaches Jumpstart 1, you get a certificate of $100. So it's the same price for the new consultant and for you. Continue with the promotions that we have in August. So an essential oil for every moment. So it's 20% off on most of our essential oils. You have 20% also in blends. From August the 1st to the 31st, you have a 25% off on the emotional balance aromatherapy set. I'm not sure if you attended the presentation that Angie gave on emotional wellness, but this is the set that is designed for it, and it's 25% off. Then you have the diffusers, 30% off each of them, and if your orders are $100 or more, you get the car diffuser. And for the wellness ambassadors, you will get the Gurun-like diffuser. So it's aromatherapy all month. And obviously, we have the promotion for the new products. So 30% off from tomorrow until the last day of August. So thank you very much. This finishes our conference, our presentations. We talked a lot about meeting new people, about opening conversations, about connections, about relations, and we need to find what is the main obstacle that we have, and it's generally comfort or fear. So we need to, fear is going to be there, and we need to do the things despite that fear. We need to learn to live with it. So we need to go back to our why. When we completed the first checklist, why are we here? To try to make our why, our desires, our objectives higher than our fears. With this, I would like to thank Cynthia.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And I hope that you loved everything that we learned today and that you love the new product that we just launched.
Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Cesar.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Stay with us. We planning a lot of information with you, and few stay with you in the apps and by emails. If you need something, please send me an email or send me a text. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Cesar, and thank you, Jack.
Well, I had a great time, spending time with all of you. And in closing, I just want to congratulate the Used USA team for such a massive amount of good news. There was good news on the product side, on the training side, on the material side, on the program side, on the promotion side. And, when you've been backstage of preparing a conference like this one, the amount of work, the hours, the effort, the thinking, the many hours producing all of this, and all of this they do for you out there listening to them. So on behalf of myself, but more importantly, on behalf of everybody listening, congratulations and thank you so much for all your efforts.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for staying with us until now. Thank you. Bye.
Baby, you can find me under the lights, diamonds under my eyes. Turn the rhythm up, don't you wanna just come along for the ride? Oh, my outfit's all tight, you can see my heartbeat tonight. I can take the heat, baby, best believe that's the moment I shine. 'Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me